President Trump is fulfilling a campaign promise to go after Chinese imports, which he says are unfair and harmful to America.
Here in the Valley.
He's accused of murdering 9 people between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Jared back here in the studios tonight with new details on this case, Jared. It's a very shaky video. This is actually a police officer. He's got one of those body cameras on him. He's running over to help these people get out of that car that lost control, slamming into a pole and then catching fire. 3 teenagers were inside of this car. You can almost see the foot of one of them being dragged away from the car. We have new information tonight about a search and recovery mission over at Lake Pleasant. MCSO divers have now found the body of a missing swimmer. We're going to show you video of the search as it was happening yesterday. Of course, we brought it to you as breaking news. We're going to take you into Parkland, where this school shooting happened earlier today. As we zoom in, you're going to show you the campus here. Here's the school campus. This is where all of those students were inside. This is where the gunmen entered the campus and began firing at those students. As those gunshots were firing off, some of those kids, they left the school. They ran across the baseball fields all the way over to this Walmart. Word into our newsroom tonight, Nicole, 17 kids have been killed.
Well, the script says just about everyone is late to work once in a while.
Once in a while. Everyone's late to work all the while. I'm just kidding. I'm pointing the finger at myself, too.
We're going like this.
Yeah, we're going like this. 100%. 150 National Guard members from right here in Arizona. They're going to be headed down to our border. Governor Ducey made that announcement on Twitter today, known as the Santa Ana winds. Anybody who's from Southern California knows how strong some of these winds are. What we want to do now is show you another perspective of the fire where it is burning tonight in Bel Air. All right, where the flames kind of creeping up towards some of these million-dollar homes, these mansions that are now being threatened by all of these wildfires. Many of the homes, 11 in fact, as of this hour, have been damaged by this fire. And tonight, fire crews have been able to contain this fire in this area. Check it out. Some of these news photographers out there on the back patios. Could you imagine if this was your home, seeing some of this video as this fire is creeping up the side of this mountain about to destroy that home?
Never would I have suspected that she was a heroin user. She showed up, got her needles, got her clean supplies, and I pulled her aside and I said, "Can I ask you a little bit about your story? How did you end up here?" And she says it all started with a prescription for pain pills. And when her prescription to pain pills ended, she said she needed a fix. And she started using heroin. And I said, "How bad has it gotten for you?" And she says she was a Valley preschool teacher, and she was just fired from her job because she was addicted to heroin.
In 2006, President Bush deployed 6,000 troops. And then in 2010, President Obama sent 1,200 to beef up security at our border. Question tonight, did it actually curb the influx of illegal immigrants or even drugs? I mean, do you hear the crowds cheering there? It's like they're watching the Super Bowl and somebody just scored a final touchdown in the closing seconds.
Pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome stuff. I wonder how many people tuned in to watch this. SpaceX launched live today. The world's most powerful rocket, by the way, went up into outer space with a Tesla inside of it. They're calling this thing the Falcon Heavy. Launched from Kennedy Space Center in Florida, fueled by 27 rocket engines.
At 10.
And we should also report tonight opioids are now the second most prescribed drugs in America. So listen, over the past several weeks, we've heard from the teachers. We know where they're coming from. But what are parents saying about teacher pay? Do they, the parents here, support these teachers? Our Brianna Whitney had a chance to speak to the parents and the teachers tonight. She joins us live with their story, Brianna. The big story tonight developing right now at 9 o'clock. That Arizona lawmaker among those arrested today protesting in Washington, D.C. He's waving around this gold statue. He's kissing it, asking for congratulations. Right? It's what anyone do if you actually won an Oscar. Problem here is that dude right here, police say he didn't actually win the award. He stole it. Terry Bryant was arrested for taking off with Frances McDormand's Oscar for Best Actress. Phoenix police bring out the SWAT trucks to try and stop a guy who carjacked somebody in a Phoenix neighborhood. Yes, another carjacking 2 days in a row. Even scarier, they say the guy was armed. The suspect was under surveillance when he gave officers the slip in his SUV. He crashed just a short time later and reportedly used an assault-style rifle to carjack another driver. A record-breaking number of people tried to get guns through the airport security this month, some of them fully loaded.
Sniper in the Army.
You know, at a time when we're all being told right now, if you see something, say something. This Army wife says she's been saying something, but no one's been listening. Jared Dillingham has her story tonight. Don't move. Stay quiet. Do not make eye contact. Folks, that's what you do if a cheetah comes into your car. Look at the driver. He's like, I'm not gonna move.
This is amazing video.
Dude, man, this is crazy. It happened to a man and his uncle. They went on a spring break safari in Tanzania. The group, they were watching a group of 3 cheetahs when one of them hopped on into their tour truck.